Hi Bob and Renee, it's Anna with Career Builder. Just wanted to send you a quick email follow-up on, basically a follow-up of my conversation from Renee yesterday. She'd reached out to me about your operations manager position that I understand is going to be confidential and hush-hush. Some things that I didn't know about the position is kind of where the time to hire. Is this something that we're looking to get filled very quickly, or is this something do we actually have some time to fill? The reason why I ask that is if you have some time to fill, your job ad will work great. It really will. It'll help you allow candidates to apply to your position. She had also asked about a screening portion to that job ad, meaning can someone like a recruiter be able to visually screen those applicants as they come through? The answer is yes. The pricing on that is $2,000. That does include the price of the ad and then the price of the recruiter to visually screen those resumes. That whole engagement would be 30 calendar days. If you just wanted to go the option of a job ad, that's $250. Something that I wanted to quickly mention though is something called our source and screen engagements. Although this is a larger investment, if time to hire is a sensitive concern of yours for this position, I think this would be the best route to take. I'll just break down the process very quickly and how this product works. Number one, you're going to be assigned to a dedicated project manager and recruiter. Then next, this recruiter is going to be able to spend some time with you or Renee to understand the ideal candidate profile of the person that you want to hire, all the qualifications, requirements, etc. Once we have that information, we then go to market with that information and figure out actually what is the actual supply of the candidate that you're looking for in that area. We then build a recruitment strategy around that, and yes, it includes Career Builder, but it also is going to allow you to get a web-wide presence that's outside of Career Builder as well, such as social media sites, blogs, lots of passive sourcing and internal networks that we have within the community as well. You will see typically your first candidate to be able to interview within a 48-hour time period up to 1 calendar week. It just depends on how quickly we get candidates applying and screening from the time of the launch of the project. Along with the pre-screening criteria, yes, it does include the visual screen of the candidate, but it also includes the phone screen as well. So the candidates that are being passed along in this engagement have spoken with the recruiter, know a little bit more about the position, have been asked some important questions that are the kind of like need-to-know type of information that you'd like to have kind of filtered out before the candidate meets with you directly. Really the last piece of this whole process, and probably what makes this engagement so successful with all of the clients that I've worked with thus far, is the real-time data and monitoring process. There is two components to that, internal and external. The internal kind of monitoring and real-time data is, the internal monitoring is the Career Builder side. The recruiter actually will take a look at the candidates that are applying through the strategy that we have implemented, and I'm just going to kind of put some products together and call it a strategy right now. But let's say we're using a Career Builder job ad, some targeted email campaigns, and some LinkedIn information, whether it be, we'll say a LinkedIn job ad. All right, and let's say as we're sourcing these candidates and we're now, visually screening them, and we have the phone conversation with them, we see that we're really not hitting the mark with the type of candidate you'd already laid out for us. What we're able to do every 3 days is then say, okay, well, we're not really getting the best return from LinkedIn, but we're getting a really good return from our targeted email campaigns. We're going to reallocate funds away from the LinkedIn, so we'll stop that strategy and invest more in what is working. I find that to be what allows us to have a quicker response rate for the client and allows us to really keep pushing or allowing that candidate flow of qualified candidates to you. The external the monitoring process is really the conversation between me and your office. Being able to talk, whether it's every 3 days or once every week, but allows me to get an idea of really how we're performing, what these candidates are like, how many interviews you've been able to set up, are we missing the mark, are we on top of it, keep going, because then I can give, even though the recruiter is constantly changing or monitoring their process as well, it's really good to have your actual feedback, because if they think they're doing something well and your perception is, you know, we're missing it, we're able then to say, okay, what is it that we're missing, reconfigure, and relaunch a new strategy. Again, this is a 30-day engagement as well. This investment is $6,000. What you can be guaranteed of is that if you don't find a hire, we will allocate $6,000 into your Career Builder account to be able to use on any product that you see fit, whether it's additional job ads, or if you want to rerun if you want to extend the project a little longer, if we need some extra time, things like that. If you have any other questions for me, want to break down any of the different components of the process that I talked about, let me know. All my information can be found in my signature, and I will be following up with Renee shortly. Bye.